Hello everybody, it's Rob back again. It's good to see you. How are you? It's nice to see your smiling faces. And as from the title of the video says, we're still talking about the Osmo Action and specifically the time-lapse functions of this little camera. So last weekend at the lake, I put it to the test, and as from my last video, I spoke about the differences between the actual time-lapse function and the timed photo function. We're gonna jump over to the computer and I touch on my workflow for downloading the photos. Obviously when you're using the photo option, the time photo option, you're using single files, and then I put them into a folder, put them into Lightroom, process them a little bit, sync them all up, and then put them into DaVinci Resolve. And let's talk about that more on the computer. So here we have DaVinci Resolve, and I've got my time lapses in here, and do apologise for the laggy performance, but I'm recording the screen obviously. So this is a time lapse from the lake. It is taken with the Osmo Action and using the time lapse function. I have color graded a little bit in DaVinci. So here we have it. It looks alright, you know, it's a basic kind of time lapse. It's only a few seconds long just because the lake was quite busy. I'll just keep going over it a little bit, and the original one was quite dark, so I've just brightened it up a little bit, and it's okay, you know, you get fairly good time lapses out of the camera, but nothing special, you know. It is what it is, and it's perfectly usable for most time-lapse situations, but I just wanted to talk about the fact that you can use the timed photo function as a time-lapse function, as a different time-lapse function in the Osmo Action. I can't even speak. So let's just go back to here to the beginning, and I'll just show you that I took this using the timed photo function. So I set the photos to be taken, just a normal photo, and I just set it at an 8-second interval, and it just kept taking a photo. The main difference being, of course, that it's saving it as a JPEG and a DNG RAW file. So this is the time-lapse taken as is, straight out the camera, and as you can see, it's quite a nice time lapse. The clouds have got, you know, the clouds are rolling in the background, but it just looks kind of grey, looks kind of flat. So of course, the fact that you can bring in the DNG files means that you can bring it into something like Lightroom, and straight away you can see the difference. I processed it in Lightroom, so I brought the files in their own folder, put them into Lightroom and made some edits, and this is the result. It'll take a while just because I'm recording the screen, so I'll just let it catch up with itself. And this, I just love the movement of the clouds. The color looks much better, it's sharper. I put some movement using DaVinci Resolve. You can see it zooming in very nice and slowly, and it's just a way better way of making a time lapse. You just got more freedom to edit, and you can concentrate more on things like the clouds rather than making more global kind of adjustments when you're just making a color graded video. So this is using the DNG files from Lightroom, and this first time lapse you saw was using the time lapse function straight out the camera from the Osmo. So that is the main differences. I love this little camera, like I keep saying, and the fact that it's got loads of options to make decent time lapses, the shutter speed, the white balance that you can customize. It is just an awesome little tool to make awesome time lapses with, and that together with Lightroom and DaVinci Resolve, you can get some really, really good results. So that is a quick video on how I do the time lapse using this Osmo Action, and if you want to know a bit more about my workflow using Lightroom and then going into DaVinci Resolve and kind of adding a bit of movement to the time lapses, I can put that in another video. Leave a comment down below if you want to discuss that a bit further. Apart from that, that is it. A quick video on this awesome little camera. Hopefully an update will be coming out soon to give it a proper hyperlapse function. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you later.